Maya had always believed that love was something pure, something that arrived honestly and lived openly, but life often surprised people in ways they never expected. Her story was not one she was proud of, yet it was one she could never forget. Maya worked as a receptionist at a small graphic design company in London. Every morning, she sat at her tidy desk with a warm cup of tea, greeting the staff as they came in. Life was simple, quiet, and predictable until Daniel walked into the building. Daniel was a new client, a soft-spoken man with kind eyes and a gentle smile. He was in his late 30s, confident but humble, and always polite. The first time he shook Maya's hand, she felt a strange warmth in her chest, a feeling she tried hard to ignore. "Nice to meet you, Maya," he said that day. "I hope we'll work well together." From that moment, her world began to change. A forbidden connection. Daniel visited the office frequently to discuss design work, and each time he came, he and Maya talked a little longer. What began as short conversations slowly grew into deeper, more personal discussions. Books they liked, dreams they had, fears they hid. He made her laugh. He made her feel seen. But one thing shadowed every conversation: the silver ring on his left hand. Maya learned early that Daniel was married. He mentioned it casually, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. It felt like a quiet storm inside her. She knew what she felt was wrong, but feelings often refused to listen to reason. She tried to distance herself, telling herself that she was imagining everything. But the more she tried to pull away, the more she felt drawn to him. The moment she broke one rainy Thursday afternoon, Daniel arrived, soaked from the storm. Maya handed him a clean towel from the office closet, and their fingers touched just for a second, but it was enough. "Maya," he said softly, "you're different. Talking to you feels easy." Her heart tightened. She wished he hadn't said that. She wished she could pretend she didn't understand. "You're married, Daniel," she whispered, almost to remind herself rather than him. "I know." His eyes softened with a sadness she couldn't read. "But sometimes, life is more complicated than it looks." Maya stepped back. She didn't want to hear more. She was afraid of what would happen if she did. A love she never wanted. In the weeks that followed, they didn't cross any lines, not physically, not openly, but their hearts were already slipping into dangerous territory. Maya found herself thinking about him at night, replaying his words, his smile, the way he listened to her. She loved him. She knew it, and it hurt. One evening, after the office closed, Maya sat alone at her desk. She stared at his contact number on her phone. Her thoughts were like waves crashing against each other. Desire, guilt, longing, fear. Suddenly, the office door opened. Daniel stepped inside. "I thought you went home," she said, startled. "I wanted to talk to you," he replied. Her heart raced. She didn't want this conversation. She wanted it too much. "Maya, have I made things difficult for you?" She looked at him, unable to speak. Her eyes answered for her. He sighed. "I care about you, more than I expected to, but I can't. I can't cross that line." His honesty hit her harder than any rejection could. "I know," she whispered. "I never wanted this." Silence settled between them, heavy, painful, real. Daniel reached out, not to hold her, but to lightly touch her wrist. A brief, gentle moment. "You deserve someone who can give you everything," he said quietly, "not someone who can only give you half." A tear slipped down her cheek. "Then go," she said softly, "before I can't let you." Healing the heart. After that day, Daniel stopped visiting the office. Their communication remained polite and strictly professional, but the warmth between them faded into distance. Maya felt shattered at first. Losing something she never truly had was its own kind of heartbreak, but slowly, she began to heal. She filled her evenings with new hobbies, new friends, new dreams. Day by day, she rebuilt the pieces of herself she had given away. Months later, she heard that Daniel and his wife had welcomed a baby girl. When she saw the announcement, she felt a strange mixture of sadness and peace. That chapter was over. She no longer felt the sharp pain of long and only, a quiet memory of a love she had once wished for, but ultimately chose to walk away from. A stronger woman, Maya learned something beautiful in her heartbreak. Loving someone unavailable didn't make her weak, it made her human. Choosing herself made her strong. She realized that love should never ask you to hide, to wait, or to accept less than you deserve. It should come freely, honestly, and completely. And one day, she knew, she would find a love like that, but this time, it would be hers and only hers.